Okay, so this device is super cool. I kind of want to show you guys exactly what it looks like a little bit closer up. I actually brought this to my classroom today, which is kind of crazy. It's designed for like RVs, tents, stuff like that. But my class has been like 80 degrees yesterday because the AC ended up breaking. We were all miserable. So I ended up bringing this today and it saved everybody's life. Everybody absolutely loved it. It's only supposed to work for like a 65-foot square tent, or that's what the ads say. This worked super great in my classroom that was way bigger than that and had like 30 people inside of it. So super cool, really easy to use. It is like a little bit heavy, but all things considering, way lighter than some other portable AC units that I've had before, and way smaller, which is really cool. So this piece right here kind of expands and you can move it around however you want. And then you can go ahead and collapse it just like that. There's a little fan right here in the front that you can go ahead flip open and closed, or I guess not open and closed, but up and down to kind of direct where the air is going. Really nice touch control panel right here that I'll kind of show you a little bit closer up in the video of me actually using it. And you actually have an app that you can use as well, which is really convenient, so you don't actually have to be touching this, or you can use the remote, or you can also go ahead and click on these right here. So super convenient.
Okay, so like I said earlier, I ended up using this in my class today, so it was super helpful. Everybody was super happy and asking about it. This is kind of what it looks like when it's on. There's the little display right there. The touchscreen definitely works, but you have to kind of wait a second in between every push for the buttons. I definitely prefer using the app on my phone or the remote it comes with, but you definitely can get by using the actual touchscreen right here. I'll go over these controls in a little bit more detail a little bit later on in this video, but just kind of want to show you what it looks like when you're switching through these 5 different modes. You can kind of mess around with it. You're usually supposed to vent this outside, like through a window or through a slit in a tent or something, but we didn't have any access to windows in this room, so we just went ahead and vented it out of the room into the hallway, which made the hallway hot, but definitely helped with the classroom. We're going camping this weekend, so we set up the tent to make sure that our air mattresses would fit, and we wanted to see how this would fit in as well. Super helpful. The only downfall with camping is that you have to make sure that you still have a energy source, which is definitely a little bit of a trick, but all that you have to do once you have a power source is make sure that that little exhaust is outside of your tent. Okay, so if you're using the dehumidification, you want to use this tube. You'll just go ahead and plug it into the back and then run it out. The same thing with your exhaust pipe, and that will go ahead and collect the water vapor and prevent it from like pooling inside or wherever you're using it. You don't always have to be using that mode though. That's only if you're in like a super humid place that you want to dehumidify it. This is a little remote control that comes with it, which is really convenient as well. So that's nice that you can go ahead and have this option, but this is definitely my favorite option, which is the actual app. So you can just go ahead and connect it by Bluetooth, and you can do a whole bunch of stuff with it. So you can go ahead and control it anywhere from 90 degrees Fahrenheit to 61 degrees Fahrenheit. You can turn it on and off. You can also go ahead and use the 5 different essential modes. So there's the cooling mode, obviously you know what that is. The sleep mode, turbo, which is really cool. It basically just uses a little bit more energy and power, and it can cool things down a lot quicker. It can actually go ahead and drop the temperature by like 18 degrees Fahrenheit within 15 minutes. So that's actually super impressive. It really cools it down really quickly. Then you can just go ahead and do the fan. You can also go ahead and change the wind speeds in all these modes from low, medium, and high. And then you have your last mode right here, which is a dehumidifying. So let me kind of show you what this looks like. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. It automatically turns on. It kind of looks a little bit funky on my camera. Let me kind of turn it up a little bit. Just kind of the way that it's capturing this. But if you look right here again at my actual phone, you can see that you can go ahead and turn down the temperature. You can get all the way down to like 61 degrees, kind of like I showed you earlier. You can go ahead and turn on the turbo mode. You can change the fan speed. You can go ahead and change it to low, which is much more quiet, or you can go ahead and turn it up to high. Really a bunch of different options, and I really like that you can go ahead and use the actual remote for this. Another nice thing about this is it does have a 24-hour timing mode.